Welcome to the Numero Uno Fin channel. I'm Uno, and we're always number one, coming back at you with another crypto news daily. If you own crypto in America, you should be scared. You should be aware of this. Before we dive in, I'd like to ask all of you all to sub if you get any value out of this. Without further ado, let's just dive in. Now, I want to highlight this article titled EU states approve world's first comprehensive crypto rules. Now it says European Union states on Tuesday gave the final nod to the world's first comprehensive set of rules to regulate crypto assets on Tuesday, piling pressure on countries such as Britain and the United States to play catch up. An EU finance minister meeting in Brussels approved rules that were thrashed out with the European Parliament, which gave it approval in April. The rules are expected to be rolled out from 2024. So you all gather your bags now if you have been waiting for another bull run. I'm not saying that this is going to cause another bull run. I'm not saying that this is financial advice, but I am saying that this might be a trigger. Regulating crypto has become more urgent for regulators after the collapse of crypto exchange FTX. We all know about that. Recent events have confirmed the urgent need for imposing rules which will better protect Europeans who have invested in these assets and prevent the misuse of crypto industry for the purposes of money laundering and financing of terrorism, said Elizabeth Svantesson, finance minister for Sweden, which holds the EU presidency. I'm sure you all can probably pronounce that a little bit better. I'm sure you probably even know who that is. But literally, this is literally the reason we have been asking for regulation, so we can get rid of the money laundering and the financing of like terrorism. I'm not saying those are the exact two reasons, but those are a part of a collective of reasons of why we wanted regulation in the first place, and we're getting it. And I think that's going to be important for the price action for finance and retail. When retail sees this, more older generations are probably going to think it's not as big of a scam, like Dave Ramsey or something. And then when businesses see this, they're going to be more inclined to use the technology within business. The rules require firms that want to issue, trade, and safeguard crypto tokenized assets, and stablecoins in the 27-country bloc to obtain a license. Ministers took steps to combat tax evasion and the use of crypto asset transfers for money laundering by making transactions easier to trace. They agreed on a requirement that from January 2026, service providers obtain the name of senders and beneficiaries in crypto assets regardless of the amount being transferred. Yeah, you all, I don't know, this kind of takes out the anonymity out of crypto. So I think that was kind of one of the main things, is it wasn't controlled, it was decentralized, etc. Now we're kind of falling back into just, I mean, I guess that's the point of, regulation, whatever. But does that keep it, decentralized? Does that keep it from not being under control of anyone? Because now it seems as if there will be. There was also agreement on amending rules on how member countries cooperate with each other in taxation to cover transactions in crypto assets and on exchanging information on advanced tax rulings for the wealthiest individuals. You will not be able to move to Portugal no more and not have to pay taxes. Crypto firms say they want certainty in regulation, putting pressure on countries to copy the EU rules and on regulators to come up with global norms for cross-border activity. Of course, the U.S. doesn't want this. They literally have the world currency. So why would they want to add any other currency, right? Of course, we want this because we want to take the power out of the 1% that owns 99% of the wealth. So, I mean, there's a big conflict here, especially for, the U.S. Britain has outlined a phased approach, starting with stablecoins and broadening out to the unbacked crypto assets later on. But there is no firm timetable. The United States has focused on using existing security rules for enforcement action in the sector while it decides on whether to introduce bespoke new rules and who would apply them. The thing is they're kind of having trouble just processing and getting the rules, which you think they'd have enough time, but they've really only started doing this over the last year. Hester Peirce One of the commissioners at the U.S. derivatives regulator, CFTC, said last week that a number of federal and state authorities are trying to figure out what oversight role they could play in the crypto sector. We are wandering in the desert a bit, Pierce told a conference. So I want to know you all's opinion. Do you own crypto? Do you think that the EU creating regulation will put pressure amongst other countries? Where do you see the US going? Is your crypto safe? If not, go check out my video, Is Your Crypto Safe? So it can become safe. Go check out my page. I've got playlists. Videos from the Manosphere, just men videos, to Scams, the show that I just started, which is a show about different types of financial scams. News Daily, which is what you're watching now. Go check out more News Daily if this is something that tickled your fancy. And then also I have other just crypto altcoin related videos. I'm going to know if you made it this far, you have a beautiful soul. I will also have links in the description to free stock, free crypto, and like I said, other videos I made. Once again, if you've made it this far, thank you and have a good day.